Hi, I'm DJ TLM. Welcome to Ask the DJ in collaboration with Algorithm. Today I want to talk about checking your levels. Now, I see this happen all the time when I walk into clubs or I step on stages and there's a DJ playing before me, and that is red lights on the mixer. Now, that means that they're actually playing too loud. Like I said, this happens all the time. I understand where it comes from because when you're playing, you want to have that sound blasting. That feels good when you're playing. You feel the music more. So I understand where it comes from. But the reason why those lights are there are to show you, hey, listen, right now you're playing at a perfect level for the sound. This is when it will sound best. After that, the color changes, and that's an indication like, hey, you're playing louder now. You're still within the limits, but look out. Once you hit that red, it means that you're actually playing too loud, and that will start to mess with your sound. Now, at first, you might not even hear it yet, but in some cases, you can already hear it through the speakers in the venue or aim towards the crowd. And on stage it might sound okay, but a lot of times you can actually tell that it's totally messing up your sound. Audio quality is important. The better the music sounds, the better the experience. So what do you need to do to prevent that from happening? Because sometimes I understand that you feel that the music isn't loud enough and you want to pump it up. Your best option for getting better and louder sound is to make sure that you stay within your limits and you ask the sound man, the technician in the venue or at the festival to turn up the sound in the room, to turn up the speakers. That way they turn up your good signal and that good signal gets amplified. You have louder sound, but it still sounds the way it should sound. Now you heard the sound that I was playing when I started this video. Let me play that again. This is totally destroying the way that this beat is supposed to sound. These drums right now do not have the same sound they should have. The kick is all the way distorted. So let me turn the volume back down to acceptable levels because you can tell if you look inside the software, it is all the way in the red. So let's bring down that master. Let's listen to those kicks now. Now I'm turning it down here, and in the edit of this video, I'm turning the volume up, so you will remain to have loud volume, but I'm turning it down here. So essentially, I'm the sound man, I'm the technician in the edit for this video because I'm turning up the good audio. So let me take that channel gain down as well to acceptable levels. So right now, I'm within the limits. It's almost all green. That's perfect. And now the technician has turned up the sound. Now you have good sounding loud audio. Let me turn it back all the way up on the mixer so you can hear how horrible that sounded. Now, some people might say that they like the way it sounds. It's all distorted and stuff like that. I get that, but that's not the way that this track is supposed to sound. And especially when you're playing music that your audience already knows, you don't want to mess with that sound. So keep in mind, keep your eyes on the levels. And when you feel that you do not have enough volume, find the technician, find the sound man. If you're playing your gig and you can't see the sound man, get someone to find the sound man, the technician, and get him or her to turn their volume up. That's what I always do, and they appreciate it to the fullest because they have to deal with a lot of DJs who will make sure that everything is all the way in the red. So I approach them and I'll tell them, look, I'd like to have some more volume. I'm going to turn my gain down. Can you give me more volume? Now, when you ask them that question, most of the time you see a big smile, or at least like they're very content with the fact that you're thinking about audio quality. Now keep in mind, this also applies to when you're recording a mix at home. When you're recording a mix, you want to make sure that all of your levels stay within the limits. That way you know that you're recording the audio in the best quality possible. If you're already in the red when you record it, the audio is already messed up when you record it. And editing afterwards cannot fix something that is not recorded the right way. So next time you have a gig, make sure you check those levels and enjoy that good audio.